Ho, ho, hey everybody. Thanks for tuning in to HOLI-DAISICAL with SPAZ. This is where I get to talk about my favorite time of year. That's right, Christmas time, the holidays. And it makes me feel so HOLI-DAISICAL inside. Now, if you've lost touch with that joy of Christmas, maybe you've lost touch with that child inside, which means it's time to start growing down. You can be an adult and still be young at heart. Anyway, this episode, I'm going to talk about things I like to read. Oh no, not books. Those are silly. Those are for grown-ups, right? I'm talking about things like Jamie bought me the Santa Claus magazine, and you can get this in any grocery store, and it's just filled with great ideas for Christmas, Christmas future, past, and great stories and articles. But that's not really what I'm talking about, but I wanted to share it anyway, because Jamie bought it for me, and I really appreciate it, and it's really good. What I want to talk about is comic books. That's right. Christmas-themed comic books. Now here I'm just showing you some of the Archie ones that I have. Of course, Archie's very innocent. It's not like the Riverdale now. This is back when Archie was fun and it was just goofy and silly. But these are always fun to read. So if you go to your local comic shop, go to the back issues and start going through stuff like that. I have plenty of comic books, and I'm not going to show them all, but I do have like an old Frosty the Snowman. I collect this stuff because it's Christmas and because it's joyful and because it's innocent. And, of course, the world needs more joy and more innocence. But here's something interesting. Santa Claus Private Eye. I really enjoyed this. This is what Santa Claus does on his off time. When it's not Christmas time, he's a private eye. This is more like a Columbo with some great little twists going through, even up to the last few pages. So definitely that would be something to check out. Santa Claus Private Eye. You can also get stuff from like DC and Marvel. Here's a holiday special for DC. This is for 2017, and it's filled with holiday-themed stories. Here's where things get really interesting for me. Here's Santa Claus Adventures. It's a collection of old Walt Kelly comics, and these are like really super old. And the innocence and joy in them. They're simple stories. They're fun to read as an adult and as a child. Harkens back to a more innocent time, and I highly recommend that. But my favorite, speaking of Walt Kelly, and this is my most recommended title on this video, is The Great Treasury of Christmas Comic Book Stories. Classic innocence. This is available through Yo Books, and it is just absolutely fantastic. Speaking of Walt Kelly, his stuff is in here too. But this is all old classic comic books. Once again, innocence, charm, magic. It's joyful. This is the kind of book that really brings out the feeling of Christmas because it is originally aimed towards children, but now as grown-ups we can go through, read them again, and feel that joy, feel the happiness that we had when we were a kid. This book here features so many different great little stories. You can literally sit there and read it with your children or your grandchildren, and it's really fun, and it will hopefully connect you with that true feeling of Christmas right there. The Great Treasury of Christmas Comic Book Stories on Yo Books. Definitely check this out. Comic book shops, bookstores, wherever fine Yo Books titles are sold. Anyway, that's it for this episode of HOLI-DAISICAL with SPAZ. Just wanted to touch on a few things here, but plenty more to come. Thanks for hanging out, and happy holidays!